Imagine you've just been told you have 6 months to live and your death will be the most painful thing and it will take away your dignity. It should be an individual's right to decide how they die if there is no cure. There are currently 5 states that have passed a law that make it legal for one to choose how they die. Oregon was the first state to pass a law called the Death with Dignity Act. This allows one to die as they choose only if they meet certain criteria that is outlined in the law. Through my research on the varying opinion, it becomes evident that this is a personal and should be a personal decision. I am not trying to tell you that everyone has to agree with this, but I'm saying that it should be a person's right to decide how they die. I believe the right to die is ethical because it allows you to die with your dignity in your own time. It limits the amount of suffering you endure. It limits the amount of suffering your friends and family endure. It is your own personal choice to decide how you die. When most people hear the name Dr. Kevorkian, the first thing they think about is the movie that was made in 2010, You Don't Know Jack, or the doctor that assisted more than 130 people in their death. The American Medical Association called him the reckless instrument of death, and he posed a threat to the public and was a social menace to society. The one thing he did do is bring attention to the need for society to address the one issue of assisted suicide. One of the things that came out of this in the United States was the development of hospice care. Brittany Maynard was diagnosed with brain cancer at the age of 29. She had been suffering from debilitating headaches for months. After learning she had brain cancer, she had her prescription filled to slowly kill her, but without any pain. In Brittany Maynard's journal, she states, "I would not tell anyone else that he or she should choose death with dignity. My question is, who has a right to tell me that I don't deserve this choice? That I deserve to suffer for weeks or months in tremendous amount of physical and emotional pain." She said that when the suffering becomes too great, she can tell everyone she loves them and die how she wants in her home, in her bed, with everyone she loves by her side in peace. She could die with dignity and not have to endure the tremendous amount of pain she would have to endure, and her family wouldn't have to watch her in pain and suffer. She died in November 2014 at the age of 29, just the way she wanted to. This way of death limits the amount of suffering that your family also has to endure watching their loved one go suffer and through so much pain. This would help your family and all of your loved ones cope and deal with your death and illness because they know that you were not experiencing any pain and you were dying how you wanted. Everyone should have their own personal choice on how they want to die under certain circumstances. It allows them to die with dignity and without any pain. It also limits the amount of suffering the family and friends have to endure, watching the one they love, die in so much pain. Just imagine if you or someone you love were put in this situation. Wouldn't you want it to be a personal decision?